So, how are you doing?
Good. So you want to see me about some things?
Yeah.
Right.
I heard that you're, a research assistant through the grapevine. I was wondering if maybe you could shed any light about what's going on. You've caught up with what's happened to us lately.
Yeah. I saw that the last video you posted. I haven't gotten to
and
all of them.
And that Colin's in a coma at Victoria General, right?
Yeah. I heard about that. So a bit concerning.
Yeah, I guess you guys all role play together at some
Oh
point.
yeah. So I guess next few sessions will be
Empty. Hey.
a bit empty. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So, what did you find out? Did you find out anything about Dakota Park?
Yeah. I went into some Winnipeg records and found out actually not much has happened to it in the past, except there used to be a building there.
Okay.
It was a government building, some sort of institute, Pinecrest Institute.
Okay. What branch of the government?
It had something to do with records. I guess it'd be the organization that would be running it would be analogous to Statistics Canada.
Okay.
Nowadays.
Okay. So federal then, eh?
Yeah. It was a federal facility.
Okay. Interesting. Why is it not there anymore then? Did they just not fund it anymore?
Apparently electrical fire burnt the entire place down. It was during the flood in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they didn't rebuild it for some reason. I don't know. This entire area used to be farmers' field, of course. So.
Yeah. Well, this was rural Manitoba as opposed to Winnipeg, in the 50s. So, okay. Well, that obviously explains why the part of the forest is burned.
Yeah.
It was probably the fire.
Yeah, I guess. I think it will have regrown, but who knows? Soil.
Well, if there was a flood, maybe it pulled something in.
That's true.
If there was water too, maybe there was chemicals or something.
Something had to have gotten rid of the main structure. Of course, you would have thought you would have found ruins or something. But if something,
we found some concrete out there though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looked how much? I guess.
I don't know. Some parts it's just small pebbles. Other parts it's huge sheets of it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably left over from the institute.
And the trees are growing right out of it. And the park's been there for a while, so I assume the concrete's even older, right?
Yeah, well, definitely. That's the only structure that I know has been built.
Okay. Well, to start, we know something was in there now. I guess I kind of was curious if maybe, like you said, it was records, right?
Yeah.
I was curious if maybe it was some kind of I don't know what, because every time I go in there, my camera, it acts really weird. I'm sure you've noticed if you've watched any of our videos, there's all kinds of black dots that pop up on the video. There's blurring. There's weird colors that replace themselves almost. I had lens problems and stuff, and it's been going since I used my old camera, and I'm using my phone now, and it's still going on. Do you think is there any chance there might have been a big magnet or something in the area?
Yeah, it was a records building. I mean, I have the records right here. A few of them. It says it's a records building. I guess they may have stored something there. It's a federal facility.
Okay.
The government
if it's records, then it sounds like it's just paper. But
they could be moving stuff around. Who knows?
Do you have any ideas about what could be causing this distortion?
Maybe. I'm no physicist or anything.
Yeah, no, I know. We're both history students, but
I thought maybe electromagnetic radiation or something. I know that messes up computers
and cell phones and stuff like that. That's why they tell you to turn off your cell phone during a flight, right?
Yeah.
To mitigate the risk of any kind of electrical failure or anything like that. So.
Yeah, so maybe solar flares cause power outages, but I mean, I don't know.
The sun would have to be flaring in our direction all the time. But if it's radiation, do you think it'd be bad for us? Most electromagnetic radiation, Wi-Fi is electromagnetic radiation, and the jury's out on how harmful that is for us. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's enough to mess with your camera and just hitting you, could do something to your cells, or
That's not. I don't know. Like, it's not. It's kind of scary to think about, but it's not unreasonable because Colin, like when we found him, he was like coughing up blood, and like there was blood coming out of his nose and his ears.
Yeah.
Would radiation poisoning cause that? Maybe. I'm no doctor, and I don't know doctor.
I think that may have been one of the symptoms of radiation poisoning.
Okay.
Because I really
should we be staying away from the forest?
I mean, I'm not going to go into there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to convince you to come with us, but.
Well, everyone in the area, I don't think there's any higher cancer rates or anything in the area, so I don't know if it will exactly kill you where we are.
That's a good point, I should say. I was going to say it's not unreasonable, but it's actually a really good point to make. Like, if it was blasting out radiation, we would see higher cancer rates here.
But, I mean, how close you are is everything, right? So, maybe out here, we're fine, but closer in, you're closer to whatever's maybe producing this.
I guess if we want to get any answers, it's not like staying away is going to help us, right?
No, I guess not. But
another thing is like Ryan's friend John. He's been missing for a long time. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but we've found stuff of his in the forest. We found his toque in the forest. We found a crude lean-to that was constructed, and it's definitely been habited. There's like food leavings, discarded containers. We even found a temporary shelter that had like a computer monitor and stuff.
A computer monitor?
In the forest, yeah. We're pretty sure he's been living there. We're just not sure why, and we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, he lives nearby anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah, like we don't even know. We don't like.
Is he gone? Sort of naturist backwoods.
We found these notes, right?
Yeah.
And we found these notes in his room, like this one too.
Oh, what? And
do these symbols mean anything? Because
this one, I saw it before, and I was looking for records where I was talking about the Pinecrest Institute. And this one, it's the logo of the actual.
Really?
Yeah. And you said you found this in his room?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Like, there's no signage in the forest for it anymore. Like, I've never seen that symbol before in my life. Before John's.
Really not on, like, some concrete or anything like that?
No, I'm really sure. But, like.
Because this wasn't a common sort of on every document related to what I was looking for. This was sort of an offhand note.
Okay.
Where I saw this before. This is the only time I've seen it since.
Because going through them, there's another one that's like that.
Yeah.
There's another one like that, and then those are both found in John's room. And see, this is the other thing that has me weirded out. Where is it? This one?
Lost.
There we go. Here's the third one. Now.
Something about.
Like, they all have the note, but they all seem very different. But here's the other thing that I needed to... Oh, yeah. Here we go. This was found in John's room, okay?
I should never have looked.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice the eye?
Yeah.
Do you notice the eye in corruption?
Yeah.
They're different.
Yeah, this one's a capital and that one's a...
Well, no, it's all capitals. The way the person writes their eyes, it lacks the top and bottom horizontal lines.
Oh, I actually missed that.
So, is it a different author?
Well,
because these are all from, and the other thing, these are all from John's room, right?
Yeah. And was this also from John's room?
No, this is from the teepee. Where, when we were in the forest and we got attacked by found by the thing in the suit with Colin, we ran from it.
Yeah.
And we ran out into the burned part, like it's like a burned patch of field.
Patch where?
And all of a sudden, we weren't there anymore. Like, we ran into it, and I kept running, and then I almost ran myself into a frickin', like, spiked tree out of the ground. And we weren't in the same part of the forest anymore. Okay. And we were beside this weird teepee structure. It was all these logs laid across a tree, forming like a teepee. And these notes, a bunch of notes, were taped onto the logs. And right after we got there, however we got there, it was there again. The tall thing in the suit. So we ran again, and that's when we tried to leave the forest and go out into the field by Dakota Community Center. And that's when like shit went wrong, and it was dark and didn't make any sense. And but here's the other thing: on the backs of these notes, John has written stuff.
Oh.
And there's nothing from the notes from the teepee. There's nothing on those notes.
Well, it does look like it could be two different authors. I mean, if they're using different writing styles.
So I'm just trying to make sense of this too.
This seems to be giving you messages, and this is really vague. I mean,
yeah,
lost and too many paths taken. And
I should never have looked. Yeah,
it has a theme. There's
it's
a theme here, but corruption and nothing to explain it. I mean, that doesn't really...
There's no theme. And the other ones were just like... what were they like? It was just... Yeah, it was these ones. It was like, sees you... Nothing. Pride.
This is really odd because...
Warning. This is the only one that was more message-based.
It is not your nature. It is...
And like, who is ours? Is there more than one person? And that symbol keeps coming up. The circle face with the big X over it.
Yeah. This is weird because these all seem to be sort of, dare I say, more primitive symbols, but this is definitely a symbol of a government agency, of the Institute, in fact.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go back and try and see if we can find anything else.
Well, if you want to.
thanks for coming by.
Yeah, yeah.
If you find out anything more about Pinecrest...
Oh, I'll definitely give you a call.
Yeah, please. And I guess we'll keep uploading and keep watching.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good luck with your endeavor, I guess.
Thanks, man. Take care. I'm going to shut off the camera.
Sure.